I know I'm gonna have to mute it the second it. Okay. And there we are. Welcome. Welcome to Next Level with me, Emily. I host the podcast Level with Emily, and Sam Keenan over there produces it. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
And we like to get together on Wednesdays to talk about whatever the episode is that's coming up. And on this Friday, we are bringing back one of our favorite guests, Mr. Jason Graves. And he's going to talk to us about a bunch of music he did for free DLC that belongs to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 reboot. So that DLC is called Warzone. It's Battle Royale. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But before we get into it, how you doing, Sam?
A-okay.
A-okay. Yeah, we're having summer in winter
Yeah.
right now, which is crazy. But
It's
you know,
nice.
saves on the heating bills. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I know I've had my windows open.
Yeah, I just opened one. I mean, I literally just got home, but I just opened one as well. One that I did not already put plastic over.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't have too much to add other than it is nice to see the sun, and I'm super excited as always to have Jason be on Level. Was it you asking me how many times I've talked to him? I need to see if someone can figure that out, because the tricky thing with that is, of course, there were panels too. There have been many panels that he and I have done together. Some of those have been here at at the time it was Gamers Rap VGM Con. Good Lord. I had like every other game music convention scrolling through my head except the one that feels the most like home. VGM Con. He's been out for that twice, so we've done panels there, and even I think multiple panels at that. And then of course PAX's, and trying to think, probably Game Sound Con maybe back in the day. So yeah, it's been many, but yeah, he's done so many great things. We've gotten to hang out with it. Like he's a good dude. I know you're a big fan of his Dead Space stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his Dead Space stuff. I used to love listening to that on my commute in traffic, which was really a hilarious experience. But
yes.
But this new Warzone stuff is really great.
Isn't it great? Yeah.
I like hearing him in that element. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's done all sorts of different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And things where he gets to pound loudly and make a lot of, kind of rhythm focused stuff. I think it's always good.
It's always so good when he gets to be percussive. And I mean, I think you can translate that to scores like Moss 2, that Moss as well, and Moss 2 too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, those are so melodic, but there's all this detail in the percussion. That's his bread and butter, and it's so good. And when it's really in the forefront like this, it's just such a treat. So let's go ahead and listen to some.
Okay.
Do you have any specific tracks in mind? Because we listened to a little bit of the theme last week, I think, and maybe we should start there, and then I'll let you dive in.
Yeah.
Because the theme is, a bit as.
That's between you and the Vatican. But there are
oh God! Do you know what just happened?
No.
Can you hear that?
Yes, but
did you hear that?
Only barely, but I couldn't.
That was Sophia Petrillo.
Oh.
From the Golden Girls. It's what I fall asleep to at night. And when I open my laptop the next morning, because I always close it at some point in the night, so it doesn't, then if you open the laptop again, it just starts.
Yeah.
And so that happens to me pretty much every day. And so when I sat down for this, I stopped it, but somehow I must have just hit play, because that was
awesome.
Really funny. So Sacha said hi. I said hi in the chat, but I'll say hi in IRL. It says 7 times he's been on Level.
Okay.
And then she said he was on our very first June Media episode 01 pre-level. So 6 times on level, and then one time when we didn't have a name yet.
Oh, sure. And then
well, we had
probably
a
a couple times on the old show. Right?
Oh, on Top Score? Probably. Yeah. Oh, man. See, then I'd have to start lining up years with scores, and I don't know how well I would do with that. Sacha will probably look that up, too, but I would guess at least probably twice is my guess on Top Score.
Yeah, that's my guess, too.
Yeah, that's just seriously a shot in the dark, because I only think that it has to be more than once, but I don't think it was a bunch of times. I don't know. But anyway, so let's listen to a little bit of the theme after we got interrupted by the Golden Girls there. That's so funny. I could just quit Safari altogether. So here's the theme of like the album for this Warzone, these Warzone Battle Royale maps for Call of Duty. Yeah. I love how he does that with the guitar there.
Mm-hmm.
And I could listen to her sing all day, too.
Yeah.
That's Azam Ali. And did you catch what? I don't know how much of the episode you've gotten through yet, but at one point Jason mentions that she sang on the film The 300.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, like 10 years ago. And I was like, dude, that movie is so much old. It's like 17 years ago, or maybe even almost 20 or something.
Is it?
Yeah. It came on in like 2007 or something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, so she's been on many things since and before as well. And her husband also is an instrumentalist of Middle Eastern bent. And so he plays a bunch of plucked and strummed and bowed, I think, Arabic Middle Eastern instruments. So the oud, we heard that in there just then, is Loga, I think his name is. I don't want to missay, but Jason names him in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oud probably makes you think of Doctor Who. Yeah. Yeah. Don't they carry their soul or something? What are they carrying?
Yeah, they carry their soul or something around.
Yeah, something like that. Or their voice.
I think it's their heart, actually.
Doesn't it light up when they talk? Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Anyway.
Not that kind of oud. But the combination, something Jason's good at is the combination of instruments making it like a palette.
Yeah.
Those Middle Eastern sounds with the drums, and then those like really analog and rich sounding synthesizers. It's just and the vocals on top. It's such a great palette. You know?
It really is. Look at the chat to see how many times Jason was on Top Score.
The chat's not working for me.
Oh no.
Oh wait, there it just popped in when I clicked on it.
Yeah. We were wrong. Let's put it that way. We're so old.
Well.
Yeah. So 6.
Okay. Yeah,
and
I mean,
think
that's a
he
lot.
was the second or third. He was the second or third top score. But so that's 12 total. 12. Think about how many hours of our lives we've devoted to Jason Graves.
Yeah.
Blissfully, by my dad.
Yep.
That's pretty great. Amazing. And there will be many more, because he does say that when I asked him, what are you working on that you can talk about? There are 5 things right now that he's got that he couldn't talk about. And I know about one of them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's good stuff. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Oh, sorry. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what track did you have a track in mind that you wanted to call out?
Well, I tried to just grab some ones that were examples of kind of what I thought was cool about this score. There was actually a few different spots in that track that we already listened to. But Welcome to AI Mazra or whatever. Is that the one we were just listening to?
Yeah.
Like if you skip to like 53 seconds in on that one, there's something cool in there.
Cool. All right, hang on. My brightness just went down too far. Okay. Volume up. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those synths.
What's that?
Those synths sound so cool.
Yeah.
And and the drums, how they're like that, big giant poundy on the drum sound, but it doesn't just keep going. It has like a really cool rhythm that stops and gives this space, and it's like it just feels so good. It's like 9 Inch Nails but better or something.
Yeah. I do love the synthy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the synth like has this. There's a lot of times where the synth just sounds like wind or something like that. It's like this big like passing through, and then having those tickety tick and Middle Eastern sounding things over the top of it. It's just so cool.
I actually looked up how much an oud would cost the other day, which is ridiculous because I have a closet full of instruments I don't play, and that's why I stopped looking.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, I love it so much, and I love it in these tracks too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cool. You get to hear a lot of those instruments in all of the tracks. And the thing too is, since these are battle royale maps, that whole experience in a multiplayer experience is so different than a deathmatch experience, which might just be like 10 minutes or something. Battle royale matches take a little longer, and the pacing is just so different.
Yeah.
And so he has just these long tracks, which is really cool to take you through kind of all the moods that you'd be feeling as you're trying to hide from 99 other people who want to kill you.
Right.
But here's a track called Resurfacing. This is on Spotify, by the way, and probably other things. Jason Graves. It's his, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Warzone. But anyway, here's a track called Resurfacing, and I'll probably skip ahead a little bit here. Yeah. I'm going to pop forward just about 30 seconds here. Yeah, I really appreciate all the different flavors that are in these tracks, It's really cool. It's really cool. They were released over a period of time as well, I think, these various maps. Yeah. And it's cool they're free, too, when you think about it, because, I mean,
Yeah.
DLC can get pricey. But anyway, you were going to say.
I was going to say another one kind of along those lines that shows just like some other, like one thing that Jason does, and one of the reasons I like the Dead Space soundtrack a lot is he always plays. He plays around and he tries weird shit and he just tries stuff.
Yeah.
And like this track is called Unearthed. And I think it it starts out with some synth and stuff, and then just listen for in the background there's vocals, but he's messing with them. He's chopping them up and using them as an effect, and it just is cool. It's like it's a way to play with these elements and in this particular sandbox and make it sound good.
All right, this is Unearthed. Did you say from the beginning?
Yeah, and then
okay.
I think the vocals come in maybe 10 seconds in or something, but just play it from the beginning.
All right.
Oh wait.
What? Is this the wrong one?
This isn't the one with the vocal stuff. This is one that was on my list, but that's not the one. That was an example of just him just making cool tension and vibiness with the soundtrack. So that's what that was.
Yeah, this is the one called Unearthed.
Yeah, so I told you the wrong one.
That's okay.
It was supposed to be Enemy Anthem. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
But that one was on my list too.
Do you want to keep hearing this?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
All right. So this is Enemy Anthem. Yes.
That's the basic idea there with that, but it's just like if you're
sorry.
It's right. If you're making a song and you need some element like that in it, that wouldn't be the go-to. But like to take elements that he's got, mess around with them, put it as part of the palette of what's happening there. Just sounds great.
Yeah, sounds so good. The details again, like such good, cool little rhythmic like polyrhythms, things playing against each other constantly. It's really cool, and it adds to that tension as well that he's definitely going for. It's super cool. Yeah. Great conversation. Not a super long one. The soundtrack itself is like 36 minutes long. And clearly, since we have him on a lot, we don't have a ton to catch up on all the time. On the record, that is, I guess. But he's great, and it was super fun to chat with him about it. And I cannot wait for what he's got coming up next. It's going to be pretty exciting. Anything else you want to say about this episode with Mr. Jason Graves?
Let's just listen to one more little clip.
Let's do it.
From a track called Controlled Chaos. And which is a good way of describing this soundtrack, but skip to 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Okay. All right. Controlled Chaos, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Pause.
Just listen to the synth, the pulsey synth.
Okay. This is 1:06, but
okay.
All right, here we go. That's such a good example of something he talks about, and I wish I would have used that as the music clip because I don't remember what I used. I think what I used was okay too, but that's such a good example of him probably constructing the rhythm of that piece based off of the synth and the synth pad that he came up with, because he said, I asked him, like, since you're such a percussive guy, are you coming up with these pieces based off of something you're just drumming, you're just tapping out, or like, where do you start with that? And he was like, oh, it kind of depends, but sometimes with the synth. And that's really cool because you can hear that synth pad, doing its thing. A couple of them, it's really cool.
It's super cool. Yeah. And that analog sound, it's like the synth almost sounds like wet or something. It's like a floppy speaker that's blown or something. It's got this.
Yeah.
That's just really nice.
Yeah. It's very, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, check out the episode. It's a good one.
Yeah. Little ood. Going out on a little ood.
Yes.
But yeah, check it out. It'll be up Friday at some point, hopefully before I go to work. Hopefully. But I'll be doing the 9 to 5 thing. So we'll see how that goes. But that'll happen at some point on Friday. The video will go up too. And after that, we'll be back 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So probably 2 weeks from today. We haven't really worked that out. Sam and I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of things, reasons we could hop on and chat. So, but yeah. Check us out on Discord. That link is down in the show notes. One of our users, well, first of all, our pet lovers always post the most magnificent pictures. Always. It doesn't matter what the pet is. We have such great pet pictures in our animal chat in the Discord. But there's a really good one today from someone who has a black cat, and so he's always posting these pictures of her just eyes in the background kind of thing, because she's a void.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a really good one on there today where she's hiding in a box, and you zoom in on the box and you can see her golden eyes like staring out through the darkness. It's amazing. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so check us out on Discord. That link is down in the show notes at some point. And watch out for the episode, and subscribe to us here on YouTube, all of those things. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by, and we'll chat with you soon.